Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech, where we blend casual conversations with insightful discussions on the latest in technology and gadgets.
Hey there! Glad to be chatting tech again.
Yeah, absolutely. So today we're packing a lot into a quick deep dive.
Trying to keep it bite-sized.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to look at how AI might be changing the workday. Yeah, thanks to Microsoft. Then get the skinny on a super thin iPhone rumor that's floating around.
Ooh, interesting.
And then like a rapid fire tour of some other cool AI news.
Yeah.
Think of it as your tech espresso shot for the day.
Perfect. Yeah, hit the highlights, give you the need to know without getting totally swamped in info.
Right.
It's kind of wild seeing AI go from this like sci-fi idea to something that could actually reshape how we work, what's in our pockets, everything really.
Totally. Okay, so let's jump right in. Microsoft Build Conference. The big buzz, it seems, is AI agents, but like working together.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just one assistant, but like a whole digital crew. What's the big deal there?
Well, the fascinating part is this idea of different AI agents, right? Each maybe has a specific skill.
Okay.
And they coordinate, they work together on, more complex tasks. Microsoft's calling it multi-agent orchestration.
Multi-agent orchestration. Sounds fancy.
It does, but think of it less like one super app trying to do everything.
Right.
And more like a team of specialists. They can hand off tasks, share info, kind of like how a human team collaborates.
Okay, yeah, that clicks. So instead of just automating one little thing, you can automate a whole sequence, a whole workflow.
Precisely. And that unlocks potential for much more sophisticated stuff. Automation, problem solving, you name it.
Gotcha. Any, like, real-world examples? How's this actually being used?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So take Wells Fargo. They're using an AI agent, apparently, to help their bankers dig up information. And reports say it's cut search time from, like, 10 minutes down to maybe 30 seconds.
Wow. 10 minutes to 30 seconds.
Yeah. Huge time saver, right. So bankers can spend more time actually, talking to customers.
Makes sense.
Then there's T-Mobile. They built an agent that can apparently pull product details instantly from, like, 20 different manufacturers.
Whoa, okay. Imagine doing that manually.
Right. Total headache saved. And HCL Tech, they have an employee support agent. It's resolving cases something like 40% faster.
40%?
Yeah, so the human support staff can tackle the really tricky issues.
Okay, that's a serious productivity jump. So it's less about replacing people, maybe more about giving them superpowers or a serious assist anyway.
That's a good way to put it. Microsoft's Aparna Channapragada, she had this great quote called AI, a jetpack for the mind.
Huh. I like that.
Yeah, and she said, we're moving from being doers to being directors of AI.
Directors of AI. Catchy.
It really captures the shift, doesn't it? It's about letting the AI handle the grunt work, the repetitive stuff, so we can focus on the bigger picture. Strategy, creativity, that kind of thing. The potential isn't just like a small improvement. It could actually change how businesses run.
Okay, but wait. With all these digital agents running around, doing tasks, handling data, security's got to be a huge concern, right?
Oh, absolutely critical. You can't have this collaboration without trust and security baked in.
So how's Microsoft tackling that? How do they make sure these AI teams, play nice and don't leak stuff?
Good question. They're definitely emphasizing it. They mention features like Microsoft Entra Agent ID. That's for managing the identities of these agents.
Okay, like giving each agent a badge.
Kind of, yeah. And then there's Purview information protection to help stop data leaks.
Important.
And something called the Copilot control system to sort of keep everything locked down and secure. They seem to be building that secure foundation from the start.
Good to hear. All right, let's switch gears completely. Shiny new gadgets. We love those. The rumor mill's churning about a possible iPhone 17 Air. An Air model. What's the word on that?
The Air name is interesting, isn't it? The early buzz suggests Apple might be going for like an incredibly sleek design with this one.
How sleek we talking?
Well, the whispers are maybe around 145 grams, which is pretty light.
Okay.
And just 5.5 millimeters thin with a 6.6-inch screen. So yeah, think super light, super thin on the pocket.
5.5 millimeters.
Wow, that
is really slim. Sounds like they're doubling down on portability.
Seems like it.
What about the insides? Battery life is always the big question with thin phones.
Always. So the rumored battery capacity is around 2,800 mAh.
Okay. Not huge, but maybe okay for that size.
Maybe. And it might use Apple's own C1 modem, which is supposed to be pretty power efficient, but And this is key, there are some kind of mixed reports about how long that battery will actually last in real-world use.
Ah, the classic thin phone trade-off.
Could be. And interestingly, there's also talk that Apple might release an optional battery case alongside it.
Huh? An official battery case. Okay, Apple. So you get the sleekness, but maybe you got to carry a backpack for it if you use it a lot.
Well, maybe not a backpack, but yeah, it suggests they're prioritizing that thin design, potentially knowing some heavy users might need that extra juice.
Right. Well, for you listening, if you're eyeing the next iPhone, maybe something to keep in mind. Super thin, but maybe pack a power bank. Or the official case.
Exactly. It definitely hints at a design direction Apple might be playing with that balance between the aesthetic and, practical everyday use.
Okay, cool. Let's do a lightning round now. There's been a ton of other AI news just bubbling up everywhere. What else caught your eye recently?
Man, it is a whirlwind out there in AI land, isn't it? Okay, rapid fire. Klarna, the buy now, pay later company.
Yeah.
They're reporting this huge jump in revenue per employee, almost $1 million per employee, apparently after focusing on their in-house AI. Shows the efficiency impact, right?
Wow, nearly $1 million per employee. Okay.
Yeah. Microsoft also has this thing called NLWeb, trying to make it super easy to add chatbots to websites.
Interesting.
NVIDIA is opening up its NVLink tech, that fast connection stuff to other hardware makers. Could lead to some cool custom computer designs.
Okay.
23andMe, the genetics company, might get bought by Regeneron for their health data side.
Right. Saw headlines on that.
Google launched a standalone notebook LM app on Android, iOS coming soon, apparently. Microsoft's putting more AI into Windows itself and launched a Windows AI Foundry.
AI everywhere.
Pretty much. Character.ai added chat memories.
NVIDIA's CEO, Jensen Huang, weighed in on chip export rules. Hugging Face models are coming to Azure AI Foundry. Databricks bought Neon, a serverless database company, to boost their AI stuff.
Keep them coming.
OpenAI launched a developer challenge, A to Z something. Perplexity is teaming up with PayPal for shopping in the chat.
In chat shopping, okay.
There are reports Apple's facing some internal hurdles with its own big AI push, like the LLM Siri project.
Ah, okay. Maybe explain some things. Europe's getting a massive AI campus in Paris, backed by NVIDIA, Mistral AI, others. SAG-AFTRA, the actors union, filed a complaint against Epic Games over an AI-recreated Darth Vader voice.
Ooh, that's a big one. The voice rights thing.
Definitely. A study showed GPT-4 wins debates more often if you give it demographic info about the opponent. Kind of interesting. And Microsoft is adding xAI's Grok models, that's Elon Musk's company, to Azure. So more choice there. Phew. Did I miss anything?
Probably. But that was an impressive sprint. It just feels like AI is like seeping into every crack of the tech world.
It really does.
The big takeaway for me seems to be it's becoming more integrated, right? Like into Windows, into websites, more accessible.
Okay.
And it's having, like you said, with Klarna, a real measurable impact on business.
Absolutely. That accessibility piece is huge.
Yeah.
Lowering the barrier for everyone, businesses, individuals, to actually use this tech. It's not just lab stuff anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What stood out most to you from that rapid fire list?
Maybe the combination of things like the Klarna efficiency gains, showing the business impact, alongside stuff like the new AI campuses and partnerships. It shows both the practical application and the massive investment still pouring in. It's firing on all cylinders.
Totally agree. Well, this has been a fast but hopefully insightful look at some key things happening right now.
From AI work teams to super slim phones.
Right. And just the general AI explosion. It's clear things are moving incredibly fast. So yeah, thanks for tuning in to Byte-Sized Tech.
Always fun to chat about this stuff.
If you enjoyed this quick hit of tech news and analysis, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fun tech discussions.